So today I thought I would make a quick video to show you how I replace PulseAudio with PipeWire on my Debian Linux system. So when I installed this system, I think PulseAudio was still the standard, but I was kind of doing a minimal install and I was manually installing everything, so I'm not entirely sure. But basically today I'm gonna be replacing PulseAudio with PipeWire because it seems like it's a great thing that happened, that now you can use Jack and PulseAudio alongside each other without having to like switch between them. That particularly bothered me when I would want to use some kind of music production software which uses Jack, and it would always be a hassle to manage audio in those contexts, and it frankly often stopped me from actually doing music on my Linux machine because it's just too much of a barrier to just like start everything, switch all of the things to the new setup and then back. It's just like often I can't be bothered to do that. So if PipeWire works the way I think it will, which I think it should, because I watched this video by Anfa where he basically he's a musician and he uses Linux to make his music, and he basically replaced everything and he was satisfied with the results. So I hope that the same will work for me. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Basically I'm making this video to just document how you do it on Debian Linux, and so that you know what packages to install. So basically, enough rambling. What I did is I just upgraded my overall system so that I have all of the new packages, and then I went to Debian Wiki to this page, and basically over here it says for Debian 12 and newer, and then it explains what packages to install. And essentially I went through this list and put together this command which I'm going to run right now, and then I'm probably going to reboot my computer and see what the results are. So one just quick comment on this: I wish they kind of didn't do it as a in prose and just put a command that you could copy and run, and you paste in your terminal and run it, because like it's just it would be make it so much clearer to people who don't like spend all their time learning about the Debian operating system and how all the packages work and all of that. Like I don't do that on a regular basis, and honestly, like it's just like the easier you make these things, like the simpler. Just like, okay, you run these commands, these are all the packages that you need to install. Like if you want like camera support, you can also install this package, instead of just like listing all of this. Just in addition to this, just put a command there so that you can just clearly see what packages to install without like second guessing. Is that what they mean? Is that like, so I need to install this, and what about this? Is this the same? It's just like really makes things more complicated than they need to be. Okay, so basically first I tried just installing the PipeWire package. I grabbed these two suggested packages because they were in this list, and then I also gathered the rest of them. So basically let's just run this and let's see what happens. So it's gonna remove PulseAudio and PulseAudio Bluetooth and PulseAudio JACK modules. Yeah, I just also wanted to mention that earlier, back in 2023, I made this video to show how to like stream your basically what's it called, like screen capture into via OBS into Zoom as a virtual camera, and it was a pretty complicated setup. So with PipeWire it should become much easier to do what I explained in this video. So it's just kind of like it's nice that PipeWire simplifies everything and like kind of and should work as a drop-in replacement. So basically I'm gonna run this. I also made a backup with time shift Unfortunately, I can't test this in like a VM first because it just kind of doesn't make sense. It doesn't have the same configuration as my main machine, but basically, yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna switch to this phone here that I have set up because I'm gonna restart my computer. I'm not gonna like try to do anything more complicated than that. I will just stop my OBS and let's see, let me save this. Let's close this and this. And the system CTL reboot. So I'm gonna reboot, and then hopefully everything will work as we want it to. Okay, so we are done booting the system, so let me see what I do. I can just open my browser. Let's see, so yeah, stuff has changed here definitely, but that's fine because I had all of these like virtual devices that were necessary to make my setup work. For like what I showed in the video where I wanted to stream my screen capture as a virtual camera, but it should be unnecessary with PipeWire now. So right now I guess I'm just gonna let me see if I can start OBS if it works. Let's see, so the microphone seems to be working. Let me see, let me record something real quick, just testing if everything works. Stop recording. So let's see, MPV 2026. Can't hear anything, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, it's the default device is not. Okay, I can hear audio coming from the speakers. Let me just make it. Something real quick, just testing if everything works. Okay, it seems like OBS is working fine, so I'm just gonna switch, like lose the phone and switch over to the normal way of recording stuff. So let's see, record. So this is now that. I'm gonna stop the phone. And let's see, so I'm recording, everything's good. So let's see, let's just try YouTube. Let's see if I, like if my, let me play my own video, the one that I showed earlier. The question is if my OBS is gonna like record. It's probably not going to. Like I'll probably need to change like desktop audio. Well, let me see what happens. So I connected to the audio on within the Zoom call. Yeah, that's not being recorded, so I need to like change some stuff in OBS. This, by the way, is like the same setup that I show in like in that video, in the video that I just played. So device, I guess this one. And right now, oh yeah, okay, so now the audio is recording. Is playing through the phone speakers as a separate channel. So like if I play it, you can see that this over here is moving.
Hi.
So basically it looks like it worked just fine, and it's very nice. So I've also tested out some Jack applications, and there is a small catch here that's worth knowing about. Basically, if you just run, for example, Carla as it is, at least on Debian, it doesn't work by default. By default, it will keep using the regular jack, not the PipeWire jack. So to make it use PipeWire jack, you can either run pw jack followed by the command that you want to use PipeWire jack, and in that case, it will show all the devices. Here you can see that there's all of my audio devices are now available here, including the OBS that I'm using right now to record this video. So this is not super convenient, obviously, to always run PWJack. So I went to Debian Wiki and found this section that says that you can make it use, basically always use PipeWire Jack by default. And I'm gonna try it right now. I haven't tried this yet, but here's like another Reddit thread where people discuss this, and I think I saw it even in some tutorial or something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run these commands and see if it works. So we'll need sudo for this. It says no such file or directory. I guess the folder doesn't exist. So let's create the folder. Sudo mkdir-pv media session.d. Okay, so the folder was missing. So now we can run sudo touch etc pipewire media session.d with jack. I have no idea what this does, but since this I already saw someone else do it, and it's from Debian Wiki, I think I don't need to like. So create this empty file, either run jack clients using pwjack wrapper or copy these example files and then run ldconfig. Okay, let me see, let's take a look at what those example files are. So there's just like one file. Let's see what it is. But that's the contents of the file, just that. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't need to worry too much about that. Let's try it out as it is. So now we copied this file to this folder and ldconfig sudo as well, because yeah, it's sudo. Okay, so now let's see if Carla. Yeah, okay, so now Carla, I just typed Carla without PWJack and now it shows everything. So this is really cool. Let me see, so what can we try out here? Let's try out an actual application. Let's try Hydrogen, which is a drum machine. So it uses Jack. I can hear the sound. Oh, this is cool. So it even, let me see, let's open Carla and see what's going on there. So this is OBS. Is it using Jack MIDI system? Jack MIDI, I should use that. I guess I switched that, and for some reason now I get the audio and MIDI for Hydrogen. Now it just kind of shows up in the same place, everything in the same place, and now I can use Jack to rewire like anything, anywhere I want, which is pretty cool. Definitely a big improvement compared to what it like used to just like be very complicated to do this stuff. Not like impossible, but it's definitely solved so many issues, and now I feel like yeah, it's gonna be a lot simpler to, a lot more convenient to use Linux like with these kinds of applications that use Jack and PulseAudio, and now I don't need to worry about. So this basically solved a lot of issues with using Jack in parallel with PulseAudio. It used to be very complicated. I was just like, things would always get in the way, and you couldn't like. I found that it was very hard to just like have a steady kind of flow. I'm like writing music in a music production application of some sort, and then I want to watch a YouTube tutorial, and then there's some kind of an audio issue that comes up, and it's just like, come on, man, it's just like, it's so hard, and probably not impossible. Like I'm sure like people who kind of spend enough time doing that would come up with a system, but I personally couldn't. It's just like so, was so complicated, and like seemed like such a pain to deal with, that I found myself often just kind of not really doing music on Linux because of this. It's just like too many things were in the way, and like when I want to write music, I don't want to like, oh, but I need to like, I have like a moment of inspiration, and then I need to configure my computer, and I don't know how to configure it, and so I just don't do it because my computer is not set up, and it's like, well, okay, some other time. And that's just like such a bummer. So now hopefully everything will run a lot smoother. A great improvement. The developers really did a good job there of integrating everything. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video on this note. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps you out with setting up PipeWire if you are on Debian, and I'm sure a lot of what I said here will also apply to other Linux distros. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do it at ko-fi.com/linguisticmind. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video.